hands on the basketball, tips it, and ball back to the Roadrunners. Roadrunners decide to catch it in the backcourt this time, again setting their offense against this 3-2 zone. Jack Turner goes out and pressures the basketball, forcing the Roadrunners to cross over and throw the ball on another skip. Another quick shot by Tobias Merrick, and that again is off the mark from the corner. Merrick and the Roadrunners have continued to get shots, but they just have started to slow down. As we kick it up there, double zero Blaze Benson had an opportunity to score, loses his footing, falls down dribbling, and the ref calls him for a travel. That's a close call that could have went either way. Taking into the game is 13, Jeff Wilson, for number 50, Andrew Bell. I like what their coach is doing here with a little offense defense with the big and the guard, trying to use Wilson to space as a floor spacer against his zone, pull that guy out. Wilson has good form from the corner, but again, the Roadrunners miss on the catch and shoot three. That 3-2 zone or 1-2-2 zone front has seemed to stifle that Roadrunner offense that was off to a scorching start. But their defense still is getting them shots at the basket. And who else but number 13, Jeff Wilson, with a breakaway after the Roadrunners steal, leading to an easy right-hand layup. Roadrunners trapped the ball on the sideline. In the trap was 21, Brendan Robinson, who had the ball deflected out of his hands. Ball stays with the Eagles. Checking in with the Eagles, we hadn't seen him from the beginning of the game, is number 25, Carson Crow. The post, him and Blaze Benson were making a great high-low duo, and I think the Eagles coach wants to see that again. Roadrunners try to trap number 2, McCarthy, there in the corner. He decides to pick up his dribble, make a couple pivots, and throws the bounce pass across the court to 10, Jack Turner, who gets fouled. Roadrunners are in the bonus. Eagles are in the bonus. Roadrunners picking up their 7th foul. Eagles taking a trip to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the TAPPS 2A state semifinals game between the Texoma Christian Eagles and the Austin Waldorf Roadrunners. The Eagles stepped into the line, canning another free throw. The last trip, they were 2 for 2. This is what playoff basketball is all about. When you have two good teams in the playoffs, you always want to have teams that have a balanced scoring attack, both scoring in transition, scoring in the half court, as well as scoring at the free throw line. Seems like the Eagles have done a great job of that as they finally missed from the free throw line. Jack Turner going 1 for 2. Roadrunners push it back down quick, get an easy catch and shoot after a couple passes up top, but they just can't get the lid off the basket as they miss again. But they get the long rebound, and on the long rebound is 25, Connor Horton, who gets tripped up by number 2, Kyle McCarthy, up top. Roadrunner ball. Eagles decide to put a little more pressure with that 3-2 zone, sprinting out to close out up top, giving up the baseline catch. Roadrunners drive baseline, decide to pass up on the 3, decide to drive this time, getting all the way to the rack, blowing it again, but again, another offensive rebound. That's one of the toughest things to do, is rebound out of a zone. If you're at home watching and you're one of the parents, fans, or coaches that like to run that zone, you always have to remember it's hard to rebound out of the zone. Although the Eagles are doing a fairly decent job with their 2 bigs on the interior, grabbing a couple boards, and also number 2, Kyle McCarthy, the small guard, who stuck his nose in there on a couple of boards. 0-0, Mr. Benson drives baseline with a dribble drive and kick out to Jack Turner, who blows the jumper. But they chase down a couple rebounds, scrap and claw for a couple rebounds, and still get nothing on 2 or 3 opportunities. But the Roadrunners push it right back down their throats, moving the basketball, shot faking, ball faking, forcing the Eagles to really, really have to play tough-nosed defense. Roadrunners not so quick to shoot as they were early on. And you see why, because now the 2 Twin Towers are back there and will get a big swat from number 25, Carson Crow. Steal by the Eagles. And a turnover on the Roadrunners as the Eagles, Jack Turner and 20, Mr. Merrick, go after the basketball off of Merrick. Eagles basketball, side out of bounds play coming up right here. Eagles decide just to inbound and set up their offense. Swing it once, swing it twice, backdoor slash, wide open underneath the basket. McCarthy passes to the big inside. 0 Benson, that's great ball movement. That's good playoff basketball movement. Ball changes the size of the floor, backdoor cut from the point guard, and you get a wide open layup, and you end up drawing a foul on a late defensive rotation. You can't draw it up any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. That's good stuff. Thrower runners at the line shooting two. Again, make the front end. They've been very good at the line tonight, knocking down a majority of their free throws. That's what you have to do to keep yourself in the game when you're down early. 1 of 2 at the line. They really could have used that second one. That's the second straight back end free throw that they missed tonight. And that would have, both of those together would have made this a single digit deficit. But they're still down 11 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter with the basketball after the Roadrunner missed possession. They get all the way to the rack, blow the layup by blow the layup, and then they try to take the charge on the other end by number 21, Brendan Robinson, who's hustling all over the place. This Eagles group gets after it on both ends of the floor. They scrap, they move the ball, they rebound well. They're just down right now to a very, very tough Roadrunners team who plays also tough-nosed defense. Benson takes a quick shot in the corner. Maybe an ill-advised shot hits the side of the backboard, but they're able to chase it back down. Again, the hustle by 21, Brendan Robinson, who's been all over the place. Penetration and kick by one of the McCarthy brothers. Matthew McCarthy actually drops it off to the high post catch, and Carson Crow, who blows the shot. Who travels on the possession. Very interesting basketball game here. The Roadrunners look like they were ready to pull off, and then the Eagles have been able to stagnate them with this 3-2 zone. Sometimes they pack it in and pick it up at the three-point line. Sometimes they bring it out to the three-quarter court. That time they pick it up at the three-quarter court. The Roadrunners move the ball around a couple times. And again, overly aggressive defense by Jack Turner, who picks up the foul on the possession. Roadrunners take a trip to the line for an opportunity to go up again. Tobias Merrick on the front end drops the basket, and that'll give them a 12-point lead. Minute and 25 left. 12-point lead. Roadrunners at the line. Another free throw by Tobias Merrick. 13-point lead. Timeout, Eagles, and we'll take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We have ourselves a tough matchup here tonight. And we're back from a short break. The Eagles have the basketball with 1:21 left in this first half, down 13 points to the Waldorf Roadrunners. Eagles big man and star post, 0-0. Blaze Benson takes 2 opportunities and misses, but it's cleaned up by his buddy Carson Crow, These two bigs are a tough matchup on the inside on the glass. Crow closes out in the corner on 13, Jeff Wilson, who again decides to pass up on the catch and shoot three and drive baseline, drawing the foul on Crow. That foul will send the Road Runners to the line shooting a 1-and-1. They missed the front end. Big man, Mr. Benson, brings the ball up the floor himself and gets ripped by 34, Benjamin Callahan, who up fakes him, gets him in the air, and draws the foul. The big man does have the ability to push the ball up the floor, but that time a leaner, shorter, quicker Benjamin Callahan gets underneath him, gets the steal, gets all the way to the rack, and draws the foul on the impressive 0-0 Blaze Benson. Callahan back at the line shooting two. Nails the front end of the 1-and-1. I'm sorry, nails the front end of the two-shot free throw trip. Misses the second one. But that doesn't matter because there to clean up the miss is his partner, number 25, Connor Horton, who dives in there and grabs the rebound over the two Eagles bigs. Road Runners pick up in the three-quarter court press that the Eagles easily break with a little bit of ball movement. Two quick passes and an easy catch and lay by number 25, Carson Crow, who's starting to come alive here in the second quarter. Ball movement by the Road Runners, easy high post pass to a skip out. Again, the ball going inside out, making for great offense. Ball looked like it was tipped, but the referee says that the Road Runners did not touch it. It will be Road Runner basketball on an Eagle throwaway. A minute and 7/10 of a second, 1 second and 7/10 of a second left in this 12-point ball game. Road Runners get the ball inbound, but do not get a clean look at the basket. And that'll do it for the first half. The score is your Texoma Christian School Eagles 18 and your Austin Waldorf Road Runners 30. Again, you're watching the TAPPS 2A State Semifinals. I'm Dwight Coleman, and we'll be back here shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back from a quick break for the TAPPS 2A state semifinal game between your Texoma Eagles and your Austin Roadrunners. Roadrunners basketball now attacking the basket is number 20, Merrick, for a pull-up jumper in the short corner. No good, but the Roadrunners are able to come on with the loose ball. Number 13, Jeff Wilson, kicks it out to reset it with 25, Connor Horton. Roadrunners keep the ball moving, keep penetrating, and get another catch and shoot by number 50, Andrew Bell, who airballs the mid-range jumper. Eagles try to force the tempo back down the floor, get a quick entry pass from Brenton Robinson that's broken up by Jeff Wilson. Again, your Roadrunners come in with a 12-0 district record, and the Eagles come in 6-2. Both teams had an interesting trip here to this semifinal game where they matched up, and in this first half, the Roadrunners seemed to be getting the best of them, but the Eagles not letting them just pull away, using this interior defense between Blaze Benson and 25, Carson Crow, to keep themselves in the game. Steal by the Roadrunners. Merrick on his way for an easy lay-in. Merrick is all over the place. Merrick seems to be a big-time player for these Roadrunners. Smooth finisher, has a couple crafty moves early to get a couple easy baskets and keep his Roadrunner team up 14 here. Another steal by the Roadrunners. They decide to slow it down. The Eagles don't do a good job getting back in defense and give up a wide-open layup underneath by 50, Andrew Bell. Again, another steal by the Roadrunners, pushed it down the floor, and an easy layup by the Roadrunners. Roadrunners starting to look like they're pulling away here, up by 18, 36-18 in the third quarter. 6 minutes left on the clock. Quick shot by the Eagles is no good. Roadrunners push the ball up the floor, another baseline drive, and strong finish inside that's missed, but going to the line is the senior, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson is the senior guard for this Austin Waldorf group. Coming into the game for the Eagles is number 3, Matthew McCarthy, and number 10, Jack Turner. Roadrunners go to the line for a make one, miss one on that trip. Still with a large lead, though. 19-point lead here with 5:49 left in the quarter. They push the ball up the floor, trying to get an easy look. They end up with nothing, a couple ball reversals, a couple swings, a high-low look by the Eagles, and they can't finish it, but they get their own rebound, clean up Carson Crow. This guy is really coming alive here in the latter parts in the middle of this game. Roadrunners are doing a good job keeping the ball moving. They just can't keep down the penetration from 13, Jeff Wilson, who's continually attacking. He's driving from the wings. He's driving from the baseline. He continues to get good looks. The Eagles kicking ahead again. Carson Crow on the inside, just too big, too powerful, too much, but too hard on the layup and doesn't finish it underneath. Roadrunners come back down. Merrick with a smooth step back. Gets the Eagles in the air and decides to kick it to 50, Andrew Bell, who shoots from the free throw elbow and ends up missing Eagles rebound. Eagles look for a high-low. Look for a high-low again, nothing there. Then passing interior from the wing. Crow again on the inside. Double team by the Roadrunners. Don't give it up that easy. Roadrunners have the ball. They decide to slow things down. Merrick walks it up the floor. probing the defense. This is a really good matchup between these two. Penetrating kick by Merritt. 34, Benjamin Callahan drives baseline. You get the ball back to the hands of the hot Jeff Wilson, who decides to swing it back out to Merrick. Merrick with a one-dribble pull-up outside the arc. In and out. Oh, that was halfway down. You hate when that happens as a shooter. 25 for the Roadrunners. Connor Horton with the offensive rebound, drives baseline, gets the Eagles in the air, and he draws the foul going to the line, shooting 2. Looks like we're about to get another check-in by Cody Park for the Eagles. And coming out will be Carson Crow for a quick blow. Carson goes over, daps the coaches up, and Coach stands up. Coach Nate stands up and gives him a few pointers as he takes a seat on the bench. Roadrunners at the free throw line knock it down. Now here we go with the Eagles crossing over half. They're bringing the ball up, get it across, move the ball a couple times. Swing, and an easy penetration, another swing. One dribble, high post look, high-low, easy pass from Benson to Jeff Turner, who blows the interior hook. Roadrunners walking it up. Another change of pace by the runners, who seem to be able to get it done.